you some material.
Yeah, not much. Well, the Mounties are all out today, and with this game, we will walk away.
Yeah.
In the old days, we did, and it's largely attributable to number 38 thundering through that line. And all of us that remember Garvie know he didn't spend an over amount of time on homework, but one thing's for sure, he learned his geometry, and he learned that the straightest, quickest point between two lines was a straight line. Ronnie, Ricky, myself, we were sort of juke runners, you know. You throw the leg out, pull it back, and hope nobody hits you. Not Garvie. Right at you. He'd run right over you. And so for the East Oranges and the Nutleys and the Cliftons and out in the Big Ten, let's not forget the Purdue's and particularly the Ohio State, because one game we really should remember is when Ohio State had Tatum and Kern and all those great players, and they were 2 years undefeated. It was Garvie's 2 touchdowns that stopped them from a second national championship and thrusted USC into the Rose Bowl that particular year. So, as Ronnie said, just tremendous, tremendous football player. I can remember, and Stevie DiGeronimo will remember, at the end of the '65 season, it's not at Montclair, Clary doesn't walk by and tap you on the helmet and say, well, you're the captain for the year. Everything, you vote. And all of us voted for Garvie. So his peers acknowledged him. And it was because he related to all of us. I mean, as has been said, Garvie could relate anywhere he went. He fit right in. Ronnie was talking about that football team. We played Pop Warner. I know we were young because we all weighed under 115 pounds. And I remember, Ricky, that second year, Garvie was a tackle with John Tyson, and Brucey Taylor and Billy Swan were the guards, and Alfred Smith was the center, and Ronnie wasn't playing quarterback. He was a halfback on that team with Ricky. And we all got to know each other and to love each other and to friendships that lasted an entire lifetime. As I was driving up from Monmouth County today and I saw the rain, I brought the slicker, I brought the umbrella, and I thought to myself, that must be Garvie dropping a beer on us. and big fella, I'm glad you stopped it. We're going to Egan's. We'll have plenty there, but let us honor you and be dry at the same time. We loved having a beer with Garvie. And, he was a guy's guy. Sue, I know he had some other traits for the ladies too, but he was a real guy's guy, and some of us remember the pranks he used to pull. Jay Schweppe, I don't think the phone booth outside Montclair ever been the same. He was once again, he was just our guy. In later life, I had the privilege of living only about 10 miles from Garvie and Sue, so I got to see him quite a bit. And the things that I remember about him as a man was that he was always very quick with the accolades for your accomplishments. And he was always very nondescript and somewhat shy about everything that he had accomplished for himself, and really didn't like to dwell on it. As Ronnie said, I can remember one of the last times we were out together socially, Jimmy Reynolds and I played golf with Garvie. He always extended a hand to a competitor. And of course he loved his family. And I'd like to say also, I can say honestly after that he truly loved his friends. And as I got older and everything, and the football memories began to fade, and you sort of pick who you want to hang around with. I want to hang around with Garvie because the traits and everything that he had as an adult and as a human being were things that I could admire and look up to and always respect. I've always tease him and call him the big guy, and I loved him. I'll tell you all one secret. Sue, don't shoot me for saying this, but if you want to hear him, just call the house and pray that Sue's not home because he's on the answering machine. So you can still hear.
We are home. We just like hearing it.
So you can still hear that great voice. And number 38, have a good time. We're here to honor you, and it's well deserved.
Yeah. Great job. Good job.
Right here.
Yeah, good.
And
Rob?
so helpful.
Where's Rob?
Rob Bianco, where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
Rob's still in the back.
He's here somewhere.
So
Over there, there's in
we-
the back over there.
Rob, where
There
are
he
you?
is.
Show yourself, Rob.
Yeah, ready to say a few words? Put them out there.
I just want to, first of all, this is such a great thing for our kids to see that are still here at the school. Certainly the tradition at this school is just unbelievable. Being an Essex County kid myself, growing up in South Orange and Maplewood, where Columbia High School is located, I certainly saw Montclair take it to us time and time again. So I can certainly relate to the history. And I was telling Sue, I did see Garvie play as about a 12-year-old over at Underhill Field in Maplewood. So I know the history there, and certainly just this whole place just reeks of what you people left as a legacy. And it's really great for our kids to see this, and certainly I promise you we'll do our best at that high school to continue what you guys all started here, and I'm just proud to be just a little part of this. And certainly Rob Bianco, who is a Mountie, Rob was a huge help to put this together, make sure the tree got planted and the bench put together, and certainly we are going to take great care of this, and it'll be here permanently after Rob does some more work. But,
After you decide what you want to finish doing here.
okay. But I can tell you that on the 31st of October, back near the flagpole, you're certainly welcome to come back. We are going to dedicate a rock and a plaque to Clary and Butch. It's going to be a beautiful thing, and the new tradition is we want our kids to touch it as they walk out onto that field every time they play at home. Wow. So you're welcome to come back on the 31st. That's scheduled for 10 o'clock in the morning. There will be a reception in the multi-purpose room, and we'd love to see you come back. The class of 57 is sponsoring that event. But just thank you very much. This is really great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.